Hey everybody, welcome back. Now week 16 on the TOS Enterprise Bridge, and not a bad week. Actually bad couple weeks. Last week the reason I didn't upload is my wife gets migraines, and she had one that was just knocked her down. It was going on. I think it finally broke about day 9. So I wanted to make sure that I kept her comfortable and I gave her whatever she needed so she didn't have to, really fight with it. Because, man, those migraines, I'm sorry, guys. If you guys suffer from those, I really am sorry. But she's feeling a lot better. She's doing very well now. So with that, I got paint down, as I think you can see from the intro photo. But yes, I've gotten to a place where I've started putting paint back down to the stations. Got a lot of fix done on them, and going back and repainting some of the characters, and I got flesh tone paint down. So hey, there's that. So yes, not a bad week. So I'm happy. There's paint back on the bridge. So with that, if you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button, click on the little bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And again, I thank you to all you wonderful subscribers. It means a lot to me. Thank you. But if you watch videos, or if you saw me do something in this video that you weren't, I didn't explain enough, or I didn't go into enough, or you saw me do something on another video the same way, or if you have questions on a build you're doing, please email me at bucktmore@gmail.com, and I'll see, I'll re-edit the video or do another video to help explain that point, or we can just chat about what's frustrating you on your build. Also, you can put in the comments, hey Buck, good job. Okay Buck, it works. Or just seriously Buck. Put those in the comments, and I do answer within 12 to 24 hours. So with that, guys, let's go to the bench and see what happened. Hey everyone, and back to work. And yes, there is some primer down, but and let me show you what that primer helps us. First, I did go ahead and use a light block the back with just rattle can flat black paint, and then I used rattle can primer. It actually warmed up enough so I could do that. But the one thing I wanted to share with you guys is with that primer coat, you can see all the little bitty things that I still need to fix. And that's what's great about the primer, like where I sanded too much or when I was trying to do something, dig out. But the other thing it helps me do is, remember the photo etch? You can see there's that, let's see if I can get that where you can see. You can see, try here. You can see that line, that edge where it's just not uniform, and that's that's easy fix. But I wouldn't have seen it unless I put the primer on. So another good use for the Vallejo plastic putty, liquid plastic putty. What I'm doing right now is I am putting, let's see if I can make you see it. Sorry guys. I'm just putting it in here, and I use for the top, I try to use the tool itself to help take what I need out, and then I'll go hit it with a Q-tip here in a minute. But again, make sure I'm standing there for you guys. Again, and I'm making sure there's enough to do what I need it to, because there's always that issue. Oh no, now I gotta put more in. Alright, so that's the first part of that. Then, like I said, I'll take my Q-tip, I'll wet it down, and then I'll just go clean, or try to clean where it overran, just like so. And then whatever doesn't, I didn't get cleaned up, I can do with my X-Acto once it dries. So that's pretty easy part. Next part I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more into here, because sorry about all the ice, is I wanted to make that sealed because I don't see the separation at the stations, and I could be wrong, but now what I'm doing is the bottom where it's really noticeable. Again, I just do a thin little line. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, as you can just see right there. Oh boy. And that's the thing, no matter how clean I try to work with this stuff, it gets everywhere. And it's probably because I'm not cleaning off my I got my Q-tips right by me. So again, all I do is I will take my Q-tip, and like I said, what I can't get cleaned up, I can come back in with a sander and X-Acto knife later. So there's that side, and we'll finish this up like so. And then yeah, you can see that was probably the glue. I thought I got it cleaned up enough, but I might not have. So I can, if it doesn't want to sit right, I can go down later and I'll take my X-Acto to get rid of it. And then like I said, I have my paper towel just to get that excess off, because I go through a lot of Q-tips. And then yeah, you can actually see right there that little bump. So I'll have to take care of that later. But yay, so there's another one, and I've been doing a lot of stations. Still haven't got them all painted all the way, get the primer and everything on, because, you know, I didn't. But I wanted to share that with you to help take care, and, you know, even without the painting, help take care of these parts, like right here and all that. So I'm going to keep working on that, guys, and then when I go to start fixing up what I've already primed, I'll turn the camera back on and share with you guys, but I wanted just to share that with you first. So, alright guys, I'll get at it. Good afternoon everyone, sorry, been a bit. Been working, my wife's doing much better now. Migraine finally subsided after so long. So, what I am doing is I'm still working on the consoles. And as you can see, I've started work, most of them are primed. And I wanted to show you, just let me see if I can find something good enough here. That's not right. Alright, kind of like this one, which I've been sanding. But with when you put the primer on, guys, here, let me show you. I'm trying to show you the best one, because there's a lot that's got to get done to it. But you can see all of the little nicks and dig outs from when I was using my grinder, or, you know, to drill that out and to shape and take that down, which is okay. I wanted it to do that so I could see what I need to take care of. And as you can see here, even here, you can see there's still going to be just a little bit of work, because those little lines may not look like much, but when you go to put paint down, man, you're going to be able to tell. So what I am doing is I'm trying to do as much as I can. I finally got Mr. Spock's station all done and sanded down and ready to go, so I can get some primer on that one. I got to reprimer this one, and then I was starting to work on trying to get these the edges here for the screen right here built back up, because when I went and, you know, you guys saw me when I said, hey, you know, you got to be really careful not to, you know, you have it too high or go too fast, all that. So that's where I'm at. But I wanted to show you here. Okay, so as you can see right here, you see that crack, you see those little cracks, you see that dig in there. The reason you're seeing this crack is I didn't get this completely flush with this side, and that lets me know I got to take it down a little bit. That crack definitely helps. So get some new sanding paper here, and I'll show you that, guys. Everything over the desk, I tell you. Okay. So, like I said, you can see that crack right there. And basically, I got my 320 grit sandpaper, and I'm just coming back, and I'm just sanding that down to get that crack out. And as you can see, once the crack's on, you can still see a little bit of it there. But when I know it's good is when it's actually all one complete solid color right there by where I'm at. And as you can see, I sanded it down and it blended back in with the putty work I'd already done. And still got to do a little more, but that's the great thing. So, and as you can see, it's starting to go away. So that is what I'm on right now, guys. I'm doing the fixes, and as soon as I figure out the better way of taking care of these, I'm going to come back and show you, because I tried one thing and it didn't go as well as I wanted with the Vallejo liquid putty, but I lost. So let me get more of this cleaned up, and make sure it's fixed and ready to go, and we'll see how I can fix up some of these dings in the screens. Hey everyone, welcome back. And last time I said I was going to work on figuring out how to get these fixed where I ground too much. So what I did, as you can see, is I've taken some tape, I've taped up the back, and then I came in with my Bondo and I just kind of dug it and got into where everything I messed up when I was cleaning out. So this one's done. Now I'm going to do a primer coat again, and just to see where else I might need to smooth that out, so I can see on that. But that's what I am actually working on right now. And so lots of sanding. I haven't gotten these two done yet because I want to get another primer coat so I can actually see where I'm going to go to yet, because I still got to paint Mr. Spock's station. I got to re-primer this and go from there. But one of the things I did want to share with you guys is, you remember that nail filer, nail sander, the Cadram? I've been using a lot, especially around on what I'm doing here with these stations. And just want to make sure I get the right one. I have a lot of little ones going on, so let's go with you. So I got it. It's a very low speed Dremel. Now the problem is, even if you do the higher speeds, you can still run into the problem that you can take too much, and by that you're going to heat it up so much that it's not going to actually do what you want it to do. But so again, basically all I'm doing is I'm letting, see, like this top here is really good, so I let that be where I need to sand down into, and so I try to match up, you know, especially on like a corner. I want to make sure I get it all matched up right, because some of these I took quite a bit out of, as you can tell. So, and basically that's what I'm doing right now, guys, is getting this taken care of. Sorry. And basically that's it. Let me get it down a little closer so you don't have to actually see me drill all this out or sand this all down. So give me just a couple of minutes. Alright, like I said, I still got more to paint on this one. I gotta definitely repaint it, but this is one of an easier one that I can share with. So as you can see, I've gotten the Bondo up there. Now the other thing I want you to see, maybe you can see that little bitty line. I mean, let's see if I can point it right here. That's where when I cut the screen out, that was what's left of it, and that's what I've been using as a guideline, cutting these things, making sure they get all out. But as you can see, I've been doing, and sorry, not in camera, I've been trying to get those little bumps filled, but this will work. So my Cadram is been lovely, and sometimes you can pop out little big bits like that, and so the first thing I want to look at is, I want to show you guys what to look for when you're doing that. So there's that line. I held it at an angle so I can see it, and basically all I'm doing is I'm letting my sander do the work. I'm not trying to force it down. I want it to do the work. Now sometimes that can take a little bit longer, but it's better that way, because if you try to force it, you're going to make those, let's see if I can find a really good one. Sorry. But like this, you can see all those divots and dips, and like right there, because I tried to force it. I was trying to find a better one, but I haven't yet. But alright, so that's what I'm doing, is I'm just trying to make sure, and I'm letting that be my guide so I know how far to go down. Also, another thing you want to do is make sure you go and take on the backside, because that's going to get a lot of while you're grinding that down, that's going to get a lot of flash film left over, or flash. So once I'm happy with it, like that, then I'll go, and then like I said, I just let my sander do the work, and make sure I clean it. And like I said, I'm just letting it do the work of filling in that recess. So let's do over here. So one of the things, like I said, I'm going to take the top off. I'm not grinding too far down onto it, but I want to get that top removed, that overflap, because if I don't, it's going to make it a pain. So also have sandpaper ready and a nice brush to remove stuff with. So again, and what I'm looking for now is when I go to do this, I want to make sure, like if I dipped into here, you know, cut it too much, that's what I'm looking for. But this one's got a pretty good width that the screen is, so that's good. That's what I'm just trying to get this back to. Fix up my little oops. And then I'll probably have to grind just a bit more after I give these guys another shot of primer, just to see what I missed, because the primer really does help get that all out. So again, I'm just looking, and then like I said, again, come from the back, because sometimes it doesn't go all, you know, you think you got to go all the way around and it doesn't. So again, just kind of looking. This is more for eyeball. If you guys have a better way that I can redo these, I would love to hear it. Because I tried to do a thing with the Vallejo liquid putty that you can re-add panel lines on jets and stuff, or planes, when you're trying to sand the seam down. I got that figured out. I learned how to do that, but trying to get these bulk back up. So, and then again, like I said, I'll just come and every once in a while I'll just go on the back. And like I said, I'm just letting this be my guide to what I'm looking for. And as you can see, I still got a little bit on the top there. So, okay, so I'm going to keep going on this, but that's what I was doing, guys. I wanted to share that with you, so I'm going to get back at it. I will return. Good morning, back at the bench, yay! Alright, so yesterday I did get these guys all primed. Let me make sure I'm out of here real quick. Okay, they're all primed. I'm happy with them pretty much so far. I mean, I still got to do some work with the monitors, but I'll keep working on that. But one of the things I wanted to show you, let me see. So you see how, remember how I kept this in here? Now you can kind of see that line that it's kind of gotten sand down, you know, it happens, sand down. So I have a scraper tool and help get that line back out and clean up where I sanded. I just use it and I just lightly go, and I mean very lightly, and I just go to clean it back out. So yay! So that's where I'm at. I'm going to do a little bit, but yes, there is going to be paint today. I'm going to clean these up just a bit more, and let's start getting some paint on. Alright guys, so let me get them finished, cleaned up, and let's get to it. Alright, I'm going to get the first coat down, and basically I'm going to use my sky gray, and so here is semi-gloss black, so I'm not really worried about that, and then here's going to be the other color. But what I want to do is just get the overall, because then I can make sure once I get that done, then I can tape off the sections I need to, so I can finish up the painting. But the biggest thing is getting this dry, getting painted dry so I can hold it to help do the others. So, speaking of that, so I've got sky gray loaded, and basically I am just going to go, and basically that, I'm not going to try to put a whole lot of paint onto the console itself there, because I want it to, I don't want to have to fight with it in the gray, which is not a really big issue, but again, like I said, and if you are new to my channel, when you do airbrush, don't try to get it all done at once. Go, as you can see, I don't have my airbrush that close, and I'm just going with the first pass there. So again, And this also, what will help me do is I'll be able to see if there's any other parts that I missed, or any more fixes that I need to do. And be able to tell. As you can see right here on this one, you can see I still need to go in there and clean that up a little more. You see how that just barely a lip? So I will put that one over there for now. And here we go. So I'm going to finish getting the base paint. I'm going to finish getting this first coat down. And then I'll figure out what to do next, because gotta wait for paint to dry. So probably should, I'll think about it. So let me finish getting this down, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Alright, got them all painted for now. I'm gonna let them dry. Also, I went and I'm redoing some of the figures. So like I said, today's gonna be a day of painting mostly. But even here on Spock Station, you can see some of the places where I still got to fix. You see those. But the other ones are looking pretty good. So I'm definitely going to get some more paint down. But I got to wait for these guys to dry. So I think it's time to go grab some lunch while I'm waiting for these things to dry up so I can paint some more. That's the plan anyway. So, alright guys. Well, I'm going to go grab some lunch and let these guys get dry. Okay, I fibbed. I thought I was going to go to lunch and then, oh no, I can do more painting. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm got some flat black here, and what I'm doing is I'm very, very gently airbrushing a little bit of that black on to help give out those deeper shadows when I go to paint the face. And I wanted to share that with you guys. As you can see, it's just with the heads, I am just going very, very, very light. I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to underdo it. I want to get some definition in there, so when I go to start painting these guys, which probably will be more of what I'll be doing today, because this station is going to take a bit. Sorry, excuse me. Like I said, and again, all I'm doing for these guys is I'm just slightly blushing or lightly airbrushing on the head. So, sorry. Oh, you know, it might help if I actually keep it up in camera. I apologize, guys. So, again, just slightly airbrushing the heads. It's going to help give them a little bit more texture and definition. And kind of the same here, but and actually kind of really the same, because I want to bring out those shadows in the uniform that I need to, and that way when I go to paint there's going to be some definition. But the other great thing I can do is this, because the pants are flat black. I'm going to go ahead and get them done. So they are all done. You guys are going, oh my gosh, Buck, you just airbrushed that. I know. I should have painted the pants first. Really. And the great thing about what I'm doing right now is it's going to help give more shadow, but it's also going to let me know if there's more that I have to do. So again, I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of out of the camera, and I've moved this thing several times. You know what helps if I actually zoom out a bit more. Okay, so for Lieutenant Uhura, again, I'm going to go light. I just want to create definition where there needs to be. And sometimes it's not as easy as you think, but again, like I said, it's almost just a light airbrush, you know? Just see where it actually picks it up and holds the paint. And again, this time I'll do the pants first. Because I can always grab the boot. And what this will actually even help me more is I'll be able to get in there and get some really good definition. Just kind of like that, guys. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going chaotic, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to keep going on this, and then once I get all this paint down, then I'm going to go to lunch, and then we'll come back and do some more. So, alright, let me get this squared away. Hey everyone, had a good lunch, and yes, I painted. I'm moving the mask, so I thought I'd share with you guys that. But what I did, I went back to the video when I first painted the first consoles, and I was trying to remember what bluish gray that I used, and it's like, oh yeah, I used light gray. Well, I didn't have any light gray. I ran out of it, but that's alright. I think I found something even closer to that photo I showed in, I think it was episode 7 or whatever. But I went with XF82, and this is a Ocean Gray RAF, and that looks really cool. That just, wow, I like that. So I thought I'd share this with you guys, me unmasking these guys. Now, trust me, just because there's paint on it doesn't mean they're anywhere near close. I gotta, even with the paint on there, even with that paint, you can still see, like, right there. I'm going to have to sand that out and then repaint this. But, yeah, pretty cool. Sorry. Damn tape. And there we go. So, oops. But I thought I'd definitely share this with you guys. So, let's go see how this one did. And here we go. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. So I'm happy with that. And yes, I still got to get Mr. Spock's station fixed up, because like I said, you can see all the dings and everything on there. But that's okay for now. But so what I'm going to do is, after I get these off, I'm going to let these guys dry. After I get the tape off my fingers too. Darn it. I'm going to let these guys have a good while to dry before I do anything else with them. I don't want to, because as you can see, I'm going to have to do a little bit of touch up too. I didn't clear coat the first thing of paint, because usually with Tamiya's I don't have to worry too much about it and the tape pulling it up, but it is what it is. It's okay. It's always things you do. But let's get the last one and see how they all do look. Okay. Got there. Okay, not bad at all. I am very happy with how that looks. So yay. Also, okay. Also, I am going to do a clear coat on the well, the pants aren't the hardest thing to repaint. That's easy to do touch up. So now I've got to come up with the perfect yellow for Captain Kirk. Blue for, well, I got to come up with the perfect yellow for Chekhov, Mr. Sulu, and the Captain. And then Scotty's red, Uhura's red, and Bones and Mr. Spock are blue. So, just rambling now, sorry guys. So, let me get things cleared up and then I'll get moved over to the figure. So, stand by. Alright, well this is where I'm going to leave it for this weekend, because if I try to go paint even more, I'm going to start messing up what I've already painted. I have a very, sometimes, don't want to wait for it to actually get all the way dry. I want to keep going. So I've been teaching myself to make sure I stop. So I did airbrush the blue back on, and that actually looks a heck of a lot better. Let me take this off here real quick. That just looks so much better, huh? I mean, I like hand painting, but I think the airbrush worked there. And then, like I said, with the stations, I am getting there. So all I got left to do is really get Spock's fixed up. But yay! So finally some paint, and I know I didn't upload last week, and you know my wife was suffering from that very, very, very bad migraine. So not bad for, you know, all in all, probably about 4 days work, making sure to help her and make sure she has everything she needed. So, but hey, check it out. I'm getting the paint down. There's finally paint back to the bridge. So with that, guys, have a safe, awesome, and great weekend. Have a safe, awesome, and great week next week. And if you are traveling, please travel safe. And I'll see you back here on the bench.